Alright, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Gaming Corner. My name is Matt, and today we are going to be doing another unboxing video. So this unboxing is similar to the other one I did at the beginning of the month. This is one of those monthly subscription services from one of those companies where you can get games every month. This one today is from retrogametreasure. Now, just like the last one, I am going to be testing out these services just to see if they're worth it. For me personally, it's fun to do these things just because, you don't know what you're going to get in the box, so that makes them interesting. But the main reason I'm doing these is to help a couple of my kids who are also doing retro collecting get games. So when I do the list inside there, you can put a list in there, I do not mark down, at least not my Sega Genesis games in that. So that way there, if I get any doubles, I can give them over to my kids. So, today's box finally showed up. It is this one right here from retrogametreasure. Now, I am going to make one complaint on this one. This box is supposed to ship out between the 20th and the 22nd. Today is the 29th. It took, what, a week to get here? They need to work on that shipping, apparently. I don't mind that it came on a Saturday since I'm off of work. And if I look tired, I am. I just woke up about an hour ago. But we are going to go ahead and cut the little tape they got down at the bottom down here off. And we're going to open this up. So I am going to do something a little bit different with this one. I am going to show some gameplay footage. And let's see. Yeah, one of these corners. I don't know which one. For the games that I'm getting. But, alright, tape is cut. So as you can see, I've not been in the box yet. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what we got. I will not see what the games are. I'm going to keep the box on my lap because it likes to be on my lap. And let's open it and see if I get to give my kids any games this time. So first things first, bubble wrap. I kind of peeked at the box. Oops! Alright, so I know the first game's an Atari 2600, because for some reason I looked down like a dumbass. But we got a 2600 game. Ooh, it's the combat game. This has some pretty cool games on here. Tank, Pong, all that. These are some pretty fun games. Unfortunately, I do not have my Atari 2600 hooked up yet. At least not during the making of this video, because I can't play the gameplays while I'm showing you them. So you will see the gameplay pop up in this side of what's on here once I get hooked up. Ooh, look, writing on my hand. That was from my work, by the way. Alright, next. This is a tiny one, so this has to be a Game Gear game, because that's the only handheld I have. Boom. Oh, and this one I'll be able to give over to my son, Aaron, because I've already got this one. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic and Tails. So Aaron will be getting, my son Aaron, the Slade King. I'll link his YouTube in the bottom. He will be getting himself a Game Gear game, because I got this one already. So this is the reason why I do this. So, Aaron, you got yourself a Game Gear game. We just got to get your Game Gear working. I only knew about the Atari game. That was the only one I actually saw right away. Alright, so let's see what else we got here. Ooh, this is a box. This has to be, oh man, this could be a PlayStation 2, Xbox. I don't know, let's find out. Boom! Oh, a PSP! Ho ho, I forgot to put that on there. Ooh, Monster Hunter 2 Portal. I've not been a fan of any of the Monster Hunter games, but you give me one on here. This is one I probably won't be able to show you the gameplay footage of because I don't have any way of running my PSP on the screen yet. But this is awesome, and love the fact it's in the box. Oh, and it is complete. That is freaking killer. They're making a good impression on me. That one's mine. My lighting changed. Oh my god. I am the Matt. Alright, let's see. Another CD-based game. I didn't remember I put on the PSP. Alright, let's see what this one is. Ugh! Uh-oh, this one's sealed. Now, a lot of people I've been watching do this. These sealed ones are definitely PS2, and they're usually, a lot of people call them the garbage games, like the Dance Revolution, crap like that. Hey, if it's one of those, I don't got it. It'll probably stay sealed, but let's see. Ooh, I think there's still one more game. Oh, Retro Gaming Treasure, or whoever the hell these guys are again. Their logo will be down in the bottom down here. you can get 3 to 5 games a month. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 by looking at it. Looking at it. It's looking at it. All right, here we go. Boom. Oh, nice. Yes, I know it says Shaq Fu. Xbox One. This is nice because I actually, when I sold off my Xbox a few months ago, I sold this off. This game, if you've never played it, this is one hell of a beat 'em up game. This one is well worth the money. I don't even know what I paid for it when I bought it. I also have it on PC. This is good. The guys that made this game did an excellent, excellent job with this one. And this is nice to have back in the collection. This I will be playing a little bit later. And I was wrong. I said most people get PS2 games that are crap. I got Shaq Fu. This isn't crap. This is awesome. Stay there, Shaq. Alright, last one. Let's flip it over. Box is now empty. You've got a treasure! Okay, thank you. Alright, last one. This better be what I'm thinking it is. This better be a PS2 game. I put on my wish list. I went to Sonic, I think it's called Sonic Mega Mix for the PS2. I saw the back cover when I threw the box off to the side, and I'm almost positive it's that game. I'm hoping it is, because that's one off my wish list. Here we go. Boom! I just love putting these upside down. Whoop! And it is. I have this on my OG Xbox. Now I have it on here. I am in the process of trying to collect all Sonic games on the Xbox, the PS2, the 360, just everything. I want to try getting all the Sonic games. I'm still at the Shadow the Hedgehog yet. But this one I love. It's got really good collections in there. And this is well worth it. And the reason why I knew it was that, I had a small glance at that. Excellent, excellent Sonic games on here. Well worth it. Let's see if it is complete in box. It sure feels that way. Kaboom! It is. Gotta love it. And disc is good and clean. Ooh, look, there's a hanger up there. Ooh, look at it, a hanger. You see the hanger in the reflection? Believe it or not, that's actually the way I have to dry my clothes sometimes. I don't want my shirts to shrink, so I do that. You think this one's complete in box? I mean, it's sealed. They might have took the stuff out. But all right, so those are the collections today. And so far, you know, I've been very hesitant on doing these type of services because, frankly, I like to just go out and buy my games. And I'll put a running total of what everything was also to see if it even made it up to, you know, what I pay for the service. But in reality, is that a big deal? I mean, I would have loved to see a Genesis game in here or a Master System game. That would have been freaking awesome. Or Dreamcast. But for what I got here, you know, when it comes to these kind of services, the question you have to ask yourself, is it worth it to you? I mean, are these games worth it to you? Even though I guarantee you this game's probably like $1 or $2. You'll see the price before I actually look them up. That's why I can say that right now. But that's the question. Is it worth it to you to open up the box and find stuff you didn't have? Now, for the next month's box, I don't know if I'm actually going to receive those at this moment. We did have some financial issues and all that, and I've had to put a few things on hold for a little bit, so we'll see what happens. But, you know, if they come up next month, I will do 2 more again. I might, next time when I get the Retro Gaming Treasure, hold off until I get the Gaming Monthly box too, since they are so close in time. But like I said, the one complaint that I had about this service is that it took almost a week to get the games. The other service gets them to you within about 2 to 3 days using the mail. For some reason, these guys used DHL, which took forever. And if I remember seeing the service correctly, they're in like Florida. I'm in Wisconsin. That should not take a week for them to get these here. They might want to switch to just using regular mail service at this rate. But all right. Gameplay footage, value of what all the games were down in the bottom here, link to my son, the Slade Kings, YouTube channel in the bottom. My other son that still hasn't got a game from this stuff yet, it'll be coming, Alex. I guarantee you. As long as I keep these going, you'll be getting some too. Alright, until the next video, we'll see you guys. That made no sense. Catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Alright, so a couple things to talk about here. As you can see, it's a lot darker outside. It did take me a bit to get all the games tested out to make sure they work and to get you guys the footage. But let's talk about a couple things here. First thing, the Atari Combat game, which I already knew because I had this when I was a kid. This is a two-player game. You definitely have to have two players to play it. It's competitive, it's fun, it's challenging. Just go around the screen shooting your buddies. Early couch multiplayer stuff. This one, did not realize that this actually is, I don't know how well it's going to come in, this is the Japanese version of the game. It does work on my PSP. It took me a bit to get to the actual game because I couldn't figure out what the hell I was reading, but it does work. I do have to work on this PSP though. This is the part that kind of sucks. Let me unplug it from the adapter over here, which so far doesn't want to do. So this is the PSP. As you can see, it's blue with the black back. This is the original back. This is a new front. So what ended up happening was my son bought two of these for really cheap. They were both broke. He got them both fixed and he bought new shells. Well, the shell for this didn't quite fit properly. And it hasn't bugged me. I actually like the blue on black look. I want to keep this. But I think it's one of these buttons down here that are stuck somehow. Because it keeps asking me if I want to exit games. And it gets annoying. But I do love that black and blue look though. Man, that's just a gorgeous look. So I texted my son, told him that, hey, we got a problem with it. It is annoying. See if he wants to try replacing it or just take it apart, just make sure that all the buttons aren't stuck. But that's beside the point. Saw the gameplay from Shaq Fu. This I find to be one hell of a beat 'em up game. I enjoy the heck out of it. Sonic Mega Collection. Definitely well worth it. I got a feeling the music in Sonic 3 has probably been changed. I haven't gotten that far in any of them. But also well worth it. And when you saw gameplay footage of Sonic 2, you noticed that it was done off of the Sonic Origins collection. I have no way of recording footage from Game Gear games, so that was the only way I could do it. But all in all, if you notice the prices there, it was a $28 value. Now, if you were someone that's going to pick on value-wise whether or not you want to do this stuff, you're probably going to be more disappointed than anything else a lot of times. The services is about $30, $40 for it. And, you know, if you're basing this on, hey, I want to make sure I get my money's out of it, that's not how I don't think you should base these type of services. I think you should base these services on the games you get, if they're games you like, if they're games you enjoy. And just the fact of being surprised when you open up the box and you see what's in there. Because you really don't know what they're going to send you. Like I said, my next 2 boxes are probably not going to happen next month. If I can find a way of making them happen, I definitely will. But they're probably going to be on hold until the month after. But I hope you guys like this video. Like I said, the grand total was a $28 value. My pick for this month that they gave me are these two. These two are my favorites out of the collection. So, other than that, we'll catch you guys in the next video.